All right, so our screencast here is going to go through the bowling and scoring. Again, we went through this in class, but just some additional information and reminder about our scoring. So we're going to look at Mickey's score first. Our first frame, his total pins is a 9. So in our first frame, we have 9 total. Second frame, we now have a spare, which again is designated by the slash mark in the second box. So his second roll, he knocks the rest of the pins down, being 4. And again, with spares, you take your next roll to add to your total score. So he has 10 in the second frame, plus his next roll with a strike. So we're going to be adding 20 pins to our previous 9 for a score of 29. For our strike, we have 2 additional rolls that's going to get added for the third frame. So Mickey's next roll was a strike. So now we still need to wait and see what his second roll after his third frame strike was. In this case, it was a 2. So we're going to take the 2 from the second roll plus the strike for 12, plus also this 10 here. So you're going to be adding 22. So Mickey's score is going to be 51 in the third frame. The fourth frame is strike. Again, 2 rolls after the strike, which is a 2 and 7 for a total of 19 coming from all 3 rolls. So Mickey has a 70 in the fourth frame. Fifth frame, we're just adding 9 total pins for 79. And again, the sixth frame, he has a total of 8 pins, being 87. Seventh frame, we again now have a spare, so again, it's 1 roll after that spare, which in this case, he doesn't have any pins knocked down. So we're only going to be adding the 10 total that he had knocked down in frame 7 for a total of 97. Frame 8, total of 4 pins only, for a score of 101. Frame 9, we have the spare, his next roll after being 7, so we'll be adding 17 for a score of 118. And then the last frame, he did not get a spare or a strike, so he only gets 2 rolls, and we're going to be adding 9 for a score of 127. For mini score, we start off with 3 strikes in a row. So again, if you have 3 strikes, that's the most you could have for a total of 30. 10 from the first roll, 10 from the first strike after the first frame, and then the second roll being also a strike. So we have 30 as our beginning score. Second frame strike, the 2 rolls after the strike in the second frame is another 10 for the strike, plus 3 for giving us a total of 23 that we are going to add. So mini score is 53 in the second frame. The third frame strike, the next 2 rolls, total of 7 pins. So we'll be adding 17. So in the third frame, mini has 70 as her score. We're adding 7 as the total amount of pins for 77. Fifth frame, mini got a spare, again designated by the slash. Got all the pins knocked down after the second, or on the second roll. For next roll that we're adding is a strike. We have 10 for the strike, 10 for the spare, 20 total pins for 97. Sixth frame strike. The next 2 roll total, we have 0, and then we have 9. So we're going to be adding 9 to the 10 here for 19. So mini score is 116 in the 6th frame. 9 pins total in the 7th frame for 125. Another 9 pins in the 8th frame for 134. In the 9th frame, we have a spare again. So 9 pins in the first roll, got the last pin down. The next roll after was a strike. So again, we're going to be adding this 10, our 9th frame spare 10. So we have 154. So we're adding a total of 20 pins. 10th frame again, we take the total amount of pins that were knocked down. So 10, 10, and 8 for a total of 28 pins. So Minnie's final score is 182. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.